the
man.
where the hell is the
I was
unmute
gonna say,
button?
you're too busy diving into the GIF collection. Man, that was a blast, man. We had some amazing projects come on. It's always just super fun to just chat with these newer slash old like OG projects and see what everyone's up to. So obviously I had a blast. What are your thoughts? I know you genuinely were around the whole time, so I'm curious to hear what you thought about it.
I tried. Did doze off a little bit, but yeah, it was a lot of fun as always. Um, I had a blast. It's always great to hang out with with our citizens, the community of the Pharaohs. It's always fun to share our work with you and see how people respond. It's just all around fun, and you can tell I'm having a good time. I'm mastering my gift game.
Oh my gosh, it's next level today. I
I
swear
love
it's
doing
like
that.
it's like what do they call it, stenographer or whatever in a
Exactly.
courtroom. You're like keeping track of what we're saying through chat.
It's fun. Keeps the conversation interesting and shows that I'm
Totally.
listening as well.
Totally. And so, obviously like we talked, look, we talked Crypto Pharaohs, we talked Momentable and I just was curious, like obviously you posted an insane amount of content. I a broken record, I don't know how you keep up with it. What's like next for Crypto Pharaohs? What is the next thing that we can look forward to in the very near future?
Yeah, super cool. So first, um, for our work, you can see I posted a few of how we're looking at creating environments for artworks. So you can see how the artworks are being displayed. This is the work of Michael Binkley, who's um, a, a sculptor from Vancouver that we worked with. So you can see, if you remember, you like that turtle sculpture. You can see how we're looking at displaying it in kind of unique ways as well. So we're looking at different ways of how we can experiment, put out some stuff that are cool. Definitely. Next for Crypto Pharaohs, we are looking at this kind of work. Where is it? Here, let me show you. Don't intend to keep dropping stuff, but I don't think
No,
you guys
please do.
mind.
I love it.
So, so we're looking at the 3D work. Um, we're testing still because that's the ultimate. We want to be able to create a gamified environment where people create, take their crypto pharaohs and turn them into 3D characters that they can then enjoy. They can enjoy how what kind of selection do they select from it. We're trying to create characters where you can dress them up, you can choose different fashion elements. So we've been doing quite a bit of research in this area, and it's a lot of fun to experiment, honestly. So that's one area like that is in the in the future of Crypto Pharaohs. So we're pretty excited about that. It requires a ton of work. The near future is releasing the work that I've shown you today. So as I've showed the Beatles already, the Eternal Names already. So we want to release those. The Avatar Gods, the first batch of the Avatar Gods at least, is ready. The Eternal Names in particular is a project I'm super excited about because it has a very strong angle that helps with the refugee crises. So one thing that we're doing there is we are taking the names of famous names from refugee crisis, the top 10 refugee crises, and creating them like eternal names. And the revenue that comes from that project um, goes to aid with those refugee crises. So
Just when I thought you couldn't get any cooler. Man, no, I'm so excited, man. Genuinely, these 3D art is insane looking. It has that like almost more futuristic kind of genies feel, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
we are
what
very big
can
on
I embed
working
those?
with causes. A lot of people don't know that, for example, we've worked with Rise with Refugees. We have uh, put out some photographs that are NFTs, that are made by uh, photographers that go that shoot refugees in their real life. Obviously, they're horrendous circumstances, but they show them as human beings rather than just people who are struggling. They capture them in their day to day life. And some of these photographers are refugees themselves. Um, and again, the money goes to aid with refugee education, mental health, and with Rise with Refugees, which is the organization we're working with. And also, it pays for those refugees themselves as well that are in the photos. So we like to do these kind of stuff. We meant it when we said we want to embed giving back as part of our what we do as an essential part. So what I want to see in the future is a more integration into the Crypto Pharaohs project to somehow aid with these initiatives.
Yeah, I'm looking through it right now, man. That's actually a really, really cool idea to take pictures like that. And this is a momentable initiative.
This is what, sorry?
This is a momentable initiative.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's we collaborate with Rise with Refugees. It's not we didn't do the initiatives. Rise with Refugees did it, but we collaborate with them. We helped with the with putting up all of this. This is on Momentable, obviously, as a platform. So we are partners in when it comes to the technology and the NFTs. You can do cool stuff with NFTs, man, and that's what
And
we want
that's
to
what
do.
that's what I'm coming to the conclusion of. I genuinely, not that I didn't believe that before, but every time I have one of these events, it just gives me more, firepower, more ammunition to show people who aren't, in tune with the NFT world what these are actually doing, right? And it's allowing for a giant crowdsource, crowdfunding concept, right? And I just absolutely love not only artistic expression but charity to, just people in need. Just is It's just so powerful that you could do all that under one umbrella.
Hmm.
Now, I do have a kind of a leading question for you, Hussein, is some of these projects that we've seen over the last few months, obviously in this bearish winter we're in, some of these projects have said, you know what, flow is too slow of growth. The amount of people isn't there. It's the same pool of people. We have to go to Ethereum. We have to go to Solana. We have to go to Polygon. What keeps you on flow?
Now, first of all, I do believe that the future is multi chain. So you do have to support multiple chains, mainly because they will stand out as in their own right. I think the people that went to Solana will come back, especially after FTX, unfortunately, uh, because I mean Solana was impacted heavily with FTX debacle. Um, uh, I do know. I mean, for me, while I definitely love what Web3 brings, but throughout my teaching on Web3, when I work with people, I'm very clear that um, you can't have a totally, completely Web3 environment. The move is way too big and too harsh. So I do like that there is someone I can knock on their door and complain when something's not working. This is the world I come from. I don't like it that if I'm on Ethereum and shit happens, there's no one to call on. Like you're on your own, completely on your own. I despise that future. Honestly, I am in many ways have believe in some libertarian values, but libertarian mostly socialist and left leaning. I don't believe in the libertarian world where everybody's on their own and things will be figured out, and just believe in a system of there's no community, there's no support. I abhor that future. So, unfortunately, Ethereum is like that. There's no community, zero community. You're on your own. Uh, if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you will not. Good luck. And whether you're a customer or whether you're a user or whether you're a builder, and I think that is I'd reject that future, and that's why I'm not on Ethereum. While I definitely love what Ethereum has brought, they definitely brought a lot of development, and the and especially I think also with the move to proof of stake that has uh, now made Ethereum possible to be censored, which is the opposite of what they wanted to create. um, I think when you're trying to kind of be everything, you fail at more than succeed. Ethereum will remain the general, probably for a long time, will remain the general channel until something comes up that is better. Um, but I think I believe in something that's specially made, and I think Flow is kind of the Apple of the space, or I would say Dapper is the Apple of the space. And I love what Apple brings. There are a lot of bad things about Apple, but there are a lot of good things as well from a company perspective, from commitment to product. Flow has nailed it. They have great technology. They built it for NFTs, which is what we're building for. They're fast. They have a company behind them that I can go complain to, or I can go ask for help. Some of our investors, one of our investors that came at a very critical time, came because the Dapper investment relations team has shared our pitch with their investor network. I want that support. So that's why I'm still on Flow. Because and look at the people that I meet here. I've been on multiple projects in the Ethereum space. I haven't met anybody like the team that we like the people that I've met on the Flow ecosystem. Haven't reached out to any project leader in the Ethereum ecosystem and seen the amount of collaboration or support that that let's say I'm seeing in the Flow blockchain. So like meeting someone like Luca or Eric or you or Nat, for example, like almost everyone I meet, like we become friends. So I want that, and sorry, but screw Ethereum.
Yeah, no, I agree with the first sentiment you said too. I do think that the future is multi-chain, like for sure. But it's I agree with you entirely. I think that the Ethereum is that wild, wild west of just I think it's very profit centric. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. I think that the community is the legs though and the base that you need to build. And there's a great opportunity here. So I appreciate you. Again, if it wasn't for awesome products like you, I would not have this impact and be able to do events like this. So it makes me very, very bullish on the entire NFT industry, seeing projects like you dive deep into the realm of storytelling and gamification and just having fun, man, because life's short and you got to enjoy it. So I do want to, obviously, Hussein, I have mad respect for you, both professionally and personally. So I just want to give you kind of the stage. You're always giving us these little nuggets of wisdom, and I want to give you the stage to kind of give your last, closing statement of just, it could be involving the project, as well as just involving life and anything like that. So I want to just give you the full stage to kind of just give one last awesome little nugget from Lord Darkal.
For sure. Um, I think the most important thing, if there's anything um, to be learned, uh, I see you're on. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, I believe the future is multi-chain. I'm sorry, but screw.
I died when I read that.
That's hilarious. I love it. Uh, That made me laugh. Thank you. That's why I love these things. Yeah, I'm full of contradictions as well. Yeah, I do believe the future is multi-chain. Listen, the key thing here is whatever you want to build. I think also we heard it. Like, just go build whatever you want to build, whatever you want to be after it. I think if there's anything to be learned from this community is that multiple people of so many different backgrounds can come together and have a fucking good time. I think that's the first thing that I think um, we can learn from our community. So, which means it doesn't matter what our backgrounds, it doesn't matter what we believe, especially at a time where, unfortunately, there's nothing but fucking hate on TV and on. I mean, in the world, we're seeing some of the highest personalities that people adore, spreading hate and spreading, divisive, wrong and damaging ideas. I think we can look to the people around us and look at the people we're interacting with, and we can see that people from different parts of the world, different backgrounds, different educational levels, can come together and have a fucking good time and can become friends and can work together to build something awesome. And I think that is what crypto pharaohs represent. If you look at how we created the crypto pharaohs, we created them. We made sure that there is, for example, a gender neutral aspect there. We made sure that there are different colors of skin that are there. We made sure that there are so many colors. We made sure that we it's an evolving story. We made sure that we follow our differences. We don't just get stuck with um, this is what the market forces on us, and we listen to our community. And I think these are the if there is anything to be learned, if there is anything to be learned, um, is that uh, I think as human beings we have so much potential, and we can build great stuff. And there is nothing like having a lot of fun. I think fun makes the most hardest projects to build and the most toughest moments bearable. So that's what I have to say. And there's a ton coming in the next year and next few months. So stick around, bring your friends, let's have fun together, and raise your voice. If there's something you think we can do better, if there's something you think we can develop the project, if you have a connection that you think would help, someone at Netflix, for example, or someone in Hollywood, a producer, someone who's talented, that you think we should talk to, work with, have a conversation. We're welcomed. One thing I know I'm remiss on is that I haven't been doing enough AMAs and connection with the community. I'll be back to that. My apologies. We've been like heads down doing work and just building the company to get it to a stable stage. But I will be doing more of those. Regardless, I am always there if you want to have a conversation. Everybody knows that I don't shy away from conversations if I connect with people even personally. So yeah, please, please, please do that. I love that about our community. This is what I want to say. I don't think I have other words to say. No, not a lot of words of wisdom. I think it was caught
That was
perfectly
a
with
lot of
I.
wisdom. You humble man, you. No, I appreciate it. I know everyone in the community does too. I just want to touch on one thing you said, and then we could officially close out this banger of a 1 year anniversary. Is my closing statement is real simple. Control what you can control. Control what you can control. Your community around you that is tangible. Do not let the media and the personalities of the world dictate your level of comfort and happiness in this world. That is an entire different realm, and it should not affect you. And so when you see this hatred on the television, you see this bullying or whatever negativity on Twitter and stuff like that, just take a step away, because very easily you could shut your phone off and go out and spend time with your family and your friends and just know when to take a step away, because that outside world, since I've been alive and my parents have been alive, has brought a lot of negativity, and there's a lot of good happening in the world that we don't see. And you got to have that faith. And if you look no further than, the refugee charity event you just, the effort that you just posted, there are countless examples of good that is being spread in this world. And so, as opposed to being discouraged or upset or feeling that negativity or sadness and hopelessness, realize that there's so much good going on in the world, and we need you, and we need everybody to focus on their community at hand, and gather the troops, and don't forget, enjoy what it is we're trying to protect, which is this beautiful planet. So I appreciate the opportunity, Hussein. Zaya, shout out to Zaya for being such a help always. And this has been so much fun for me. Selfishly, I've had just an awesome time. But yeah,
You've done a
congratulations.
brilliant job. It was awesome. Like there's nobody like Jimbo. So had a blast. I think it's always great to work with you, man. Like this,
Thank
you're
you, man.
amazing, and
Likewise.
really had a great time. The way you managed those AMAs, the people that you brought, full credit to you to bringing those projects that were. I mean, it was interesting to hear them saying. It's interesting to hear their story. So really great work. Had a
Thank you
blast.
so much, man. Yeah, so congratulations. We'll end it off with a simple one. Happy 1 year anniversary. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the music flowing. I still got a few hours in the playlist, I believe. Hussein and Zaya, we're gonna open up the main chat again, and we're gonna shut this chat room down. But we are gonna keep the main stage open just for a little bit, and then I will leak to everybody. I'm teaching Zaya the ways of tempo. So look out for some good music in the next wheel event and stuff like that. So again, appreciate you, Crypto Pharaohs. Shout out to everybody that won stuff and everybody that just won the energy of each other. Much love, and throw those gifs in the chat before we close them down. Happy anniversary.